Hello, my beautiful friends. We are back. Happy equinox, happy April. We have arrived. I just wanted to remind you that I will be in LA hosting an event on the 17th of April and in Oakland on the 21st of April, and all tickets for that event is down below. Only one of the tickets will be available at the door, and you will have to pay in cash, and there will be an increase in price. So get them now so that we can kick it. We're going to do an abundance ritual. Something new that I haven't shared with anybody yet. We're going to be talking about how Chiron moving into Aries is drastically shifting the way that we integrate and heal our collective body, as well as how to find all of the magic that is unfolding around you every single day. Because using your intuition in mundane moments is extremely powerful, and it allows you to integrate your spirituality beyond prayer, beyond meditation, and things like that. For my New York friends, we are definitely having an event on May 27th. However, I may switch venues. Regardless, on the 31st, I am going to list the in-person reading time slots that are available. And for those of you that have sent me your email because you want to be privy to the information first, you will get access to those beforehand. And I will drop the tickets as soon as I have solidified if whether I'm going to stay where we are right now or move it to a different spot. On the 31st, I am also launching some new services. A few are going to disappear, but not the ones that everyone loves. And I'm going to add some new stuff where my US friends can get gifts in the mail as well. So that's really exciting. I'm also in the process of getting certified for Reiki. So that's something that you're going to see in my services as well a little bit. And some of you have noticed that I did drop mid-month readings that covered career and love, and you only saw snippets because the rest is available to Siren Gang members. It is $10 a month. You get access to all 12 signs mid-month reading, career and love. They're separate spreads. And you get access to the weekly blog that I put out every single Sunday. And you get $3 off all my services all the time. Another exciting thing that I'm launching in May is a live stream for women only. It's going to be a sacred space where, again, we host ritual. I take questions from the live chat and all that good stuff. So as always, if you need to get in touch with me, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at _spiritualsiren, or you can go to my website below, thespiritualsiren.com, and I'm always available to you guys. I love you so much, and here's your reading. Peace. Sagittarius, so that I don't know how you say his name, Kaytrana, that glowed up song. Lately I've been glowed up. I think it's time, Sagittarius. I think that you're finally no longer feeling those effects and that seriousness of Saturn, and things are just changing. Okay, and you know, I feel like glow up is Sagittarius's normal state of being anyways, because you guys just love to have fun and like not take life too seriously. But it's interesting because when I cut the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, and then over here it popped out the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Lovers. So in terms of money, or things that you do to gain stability, or the things that you relate to what is required of you in order to be stable. I think up until now, you may have made some missteps, if you will. And now is just the month of kind of rectification. I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde, so now's the time to revisit our plans and revisit what we're doing and what's working and what's not working, because there's nothing wrong with deading a project that doesn't work, or deading a situation that doesn't work, deading a relationship that doesn't work, but you don't want to keep feeding into it. Because this Seven of Swords with the Ten of Wands is really not, this isn't feeling like someone is stealing from you or that you're being deceived, but I think that the amount of pressure that you've put on yourself or put on relationships in your life or put on, you know, the financial strains that you're feeling are really weighing on you. So there is a need to kind of like let some shit go, Sagittarius, because it is draining your ability to focus, I feel, because the swords do rule the mental realm. So if you continue to pile more things on your plate, it's going to be harder for you to see if you're really making the right decision. Because for the Lovers, for me, is feeling like a life path choice. right? Which direction am I going to go next? And if you think about, well, which one is going to get me more money? Which one is going to, you know, give me more opportunities? Which one is going to, you know, be harder or easier? It's not really about that. Yeah. Because there's going to be people there that are going to build with you and work with you. So don't think about how much can I accomplish on my own and go the route that you can handle all of the baggage on your own. Go the route that feels most aligned with you, where you'll be able to learn how to gain a new level of financial stability without having to struggle. Yeah, wow, all Pentacles cards. So if you're looking to find balance in your life, you need to allow people in to help you. So in this next phase of things, Sagittarius, you may, especially with business or any type of relationships that you create of any sort, it's imperative that they have a set of benefits and that they can take weight and strain off of you. Okay, and any relationships that are causing more strain than gain, if you will, those got to go too. Okay. But let's get into your whole spread and see what we have there. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to light this Palo Santo really quick for you guys. Because even though I find this reading very positive, but we all always can use a little clearing. As much as you guys are ruled by Jupiter and learning, you know, and having new beliefs and really expanding your spiritual knowledge and your philosophies of the world, I find that Sagittariuses are either like really into spirituality or religion, or like they want to know about it, but are kind of scared because they have these like traumatic experiences around believing in things and committing to things. And it's interesting because we have the Hierophant here in your foundation this month. And I do feel that the energy is around your beliefs, the things that you subscribe to, and the things that you're willing to commit to. Sagittarius is like known for being non-committal, in my experience. And it's not that you don't want to, or you're like scared to. I just think your beliefs on what you're willing to commit to. Because a commitment can be to projects, it can be to work, it can be to belief systems, it can be to people, whatever. But it's like, you know that you're going to change. You know what I mean? Your passion's going to change. Your attention's going to change, whatever. And it's like, you just avoid commitment in an attempt to not hurt anybody's feelings, right? But at the same time, there comes to be a point where you are hurt by not making any commitments, right? And you are hurt by not really standing by something. And I feel that you're learning that there's a balance between, like, it's safe to commit to things because if you communicate later that your thoughts have changed or your feelings have changed, like, that can be, you know, first of all, we don't know when that day is going to come or if it's going to come. And if it does come, you can just say what it is, you know, and I feel like that's what's going on here. I think for most of you, this is very much finances and career related, especially if you do something that you really love for a living or you're trying to get into a creative job. But I think overall, there is a feeling here of commitment and what you're willing to subscribe to and what you're not, and kind of refocusing that, as well as for some of you, this is about emotional commitment. The overall energy this month is the Strength card. So there's a reminder here that what once knocked you down is the same reason why you will rise up again, Sagittarius, okay? You have to have patience with yourself, and it can't always be go, 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 and it can't always be like you did everything right the first time. There's also a healing vibe here. Technically, you know, you are ruled by Temperance, which is about healing, but this is a different kind of healing. It's like healing your inner aggressor, and healing your tendency to bolt when things aren't perfect, or when things make you uncomfortable. This feels like a very soothing energy. And as you connect to a more spiritual part of yourself in this world, I feel that you realize that all your fears can be coaxed through that, and that you don't need to, again, run off these very definitive beliefs and responses, because even if again, you can commit to something today, and it's okay if you're not ready to do it tomorrow. You just need to be open about that. Because what we're being asked to leave behind is the Death card with the Ruined Luck. And we have the Fool, which is a super interesting combination to me because, you know, the Death card is about surrender, right? And luck is obviously, you know, more in alignment with, do you feel like things are happening in your favor? Do you feel like life has been difficult? Whatever. So there was something in the past that did not work out the way that you anticipated, right? It kind of, you know, for some of you, it may have broken your beliefs or broken you down and, you know, and put you in a place of like, I can't believe this happened. Not like a super downtrodden energy, but something that you had no choice but to surrender to. Okay? And it put you back at square one, respectfully. Okay? Whether this be, again, with work, with home even, again, or with your, with love. It could be with love too. I am getting that vibe. It could really hit anybody any type of way. So something happened, Sagittarius, where you really had to just let it go and start from scratch. Okay? I think for some of you, like an investment didn't work out. But then I have the 10 of Cups. I think for a lot of you, you had something. Oh, and the 10 of Crystals. Wow. Okay. So if you were extremely invested in somebody emotionally and you also created ties with them financially, especially if you are in a creative job market or field, or you thought this relationship was like the ideal, I think that things went awry and you guys went your separate ways. For others of you, if you were living, again, your dream job, right? This is like, it's like you were trying to craft your dream job, your dream life, have it all, right? Something went left. Okay, I don't think it happened out of left field. I think that you like knew it was coming. But the beautiful thing about the 10s, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, is that we could think that we found that person or that job or that avenue that was going to allow us to live like our fullest, most expressive, ideal life, right? 7 of Cups, the ideal, the dream, right? The dream that was only once a fantasy. Just because we're picturing that with a person or with a scenario doesn't mean that if that person gets taken or that job gets taken, it doesn't mean that you're no longer able to tap into that perfection and that ideal. It just means it's not going to happen with them. So if you feel like your luck downturned on you, just know that your way of identifying with luck in abundance is transforming, okay? Because you're learning how resilient you really are. And that bounce back game is quick. What, Sagittarius? That bounce back game is quick, okay? Real quick. 0 to 100. Yup. And then we got the Lovers right back there. Very quick. The more you remember how strong you are and that every single thing you go through, every little failure, every little disappointment, even if it seems huge, is delivering you to a new day. Notice how the sun is rising in the back of this Death card and it's at the back of the Fool. So it's like once we go through the death, once we fully surrender that, you know what, I didn't have it right. Fuck it. You know, I didn't have it right. You come out the other side and the sun is at your back. I have been illuminated and now I'm free. Okay? So you're stepping into that freedom that you love so much. Okay? But not out of resentment, not out of like, let me show you how much I can do better on, you know, without you or on my own or whatever. This is a I don't care because I'm cool with letting go anything that does not align with me. Because again, you're touching back into the infinite source. And I think that you're starting to trust in the universe and trust that there's more than you that can teach you things. There's more than books. It can be something that is not, you know, you can't hold it and you can't touch it. You just know it. Okay? The door that's not open for you that was once closed. We have the 4 of Pentacles with the ruined home. And then we have both the 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor. And on the Emperor, we also have the ruined journey. So, Sagittarius, with the 4 of Pentacles and home, I think some of you, this combination is saying that some of you, if you've been wanting to work from home or find a new home so that you can start a home-based business or something like that, if you've been wanting to work on your home, again, find a new one, create money through your house, all that kind of stuff, all that is coming available to you. Is it going to start manifesting this month? No. This energy is opening up to you. So whatever you had to go through and leave behind, it was so that you could step into this new phase, okay? Because 2 4s also adds to 8. So we have 2 8s here, and then 8 and 8, 16 is 7. So 7 for me is all about necessary shifts. We have to learn sometimes harder lessons in order to come out the other side with a brand new, level of trust in ourselves and trust in the divine plan. Look at how 7 is shaped. It's literally, it's like 2 lines, but there's a sharp turn. So it's like you could be going straight and you think everything is cool, but then you realize like you can't see any further. And all of a sudden, skirt, like you're just dragged to the other direction. But don't think that you're off path. Okay, if things literally go completely left and you have to change like everything, it is because it's the answer to your prayers, okay? Because the 4 of Pentacles with home is saying that, 1, I don't feel that you are going to lose your home. I think that your home is going to seem a lot more solid and stable than you were before. And I don't think that you're going to have to really worry about where the money is coming from to finance your home, to finance a lifestyle, to finance a level of stability. And I also think that you're in the process of finding a job or an identity even, or an avenue of expression that feels very much like home to you, okay? With the 8 of Pentacles here, as you focus on yourself and focus on building, again, a home, a reputation, a brand, a name for yourself, I think everything is getting taken up another octave. So even if you had to cut something loose, it was heavy and it was too much weight. With the Emperor in the Journey rune here, for a lot of you, you're learning how to really be your own boss, as well as to be, I feel like, an authority figure in your community or in your discipline. For others of you, as you continue to focus on yourself and focus on building that level of foundation that you require in order to thrive, you're also on a journey of maturity, okay? So focus on yourself, focus on your money, do whatever it takes to get to whatever destination it is that you want. The Emperor is all about focus and diligence, okay? And not letting anything really get you down, okay? I always pay attention to the heart he has upside down on his sleeve. And it's like, even when your emotions are twisted upside down, and even when, you want to do something out of spite or out of pettiness or because you're hurt or whatever, the Emperor reminds you that it's still business as usual, and that the true strength is to feel your feelings but not be consumed by them and make moves by them. So as you continue to craft like the rules of your life and really do what it takes to take a mature avenue, and it doesn't matter how old you are. We could be any age and not be mature. It has nothing to do with it. But I feel like you're getting tested to really flex what you know and what you've been working on. For some of you, this may be an opportunity to show your work that will eventually take you on the Emperor's journey, like the journey to the throne, the journey to ultimate recognition, all right? Yeah. But right now we have the 5 of Crystals in the Tower. So I don't think that any of this has happened for you yet, what the energy I'm talking about. That's why you need to focus. Because right now, I think that, you either are separated from your path, or you feel like nobody is like gonna recognize you, or that it's just not gonna work. Yeah, but the Magician after the Tower is saying that you may need to do things on your own for a while, but just focus on yourself, drill away, become a master of your craft, whatever that craft is. Be your own boss. Even if you work at a 9-to-5 job, you need to be your own boss, meaning you need to be the one that decides what your life is like and how you run your life. Because with this, I just want to say, with this 4 of Pentacles in the home, don't put too much money into your house right now. Like, obviously pay your bills and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not trying to negate what I was saying before, but if you're looking to like find a new home where you need to put down money on a lease or money down on a mortgage and things like that. I mean, Mercury's retrograde anyways, but I would wait. Okay, I would wait. Yeah, 5 of Swords. I would wait. Now would not be the time to sign a new lease. Now would not be the time to re-sign a lease if you're currently living with somebody. Yeah, Hangman, hold off on that. Okay, keep saving your money, because it's like you may settle. Four of Pentacles here, I feel like, is you may settle for something that will just suit your needs in the meantime, out of fear that you won't have enough to do the Emperor type of deed, right? Because these are both fours. So just keep that in mind. Your current energy as it relates to all of this, in your head, Sagittarius, we have the Six of Swords. In your heart, we have the Ace of Cups. And in your foundation, we have the Hierophant. And on the Hierophant, we have the rune Destiny, which is my favorite rune. With the Hierophant in your foundation, again, I feel that the Hierophant and the Emperor are working in tandem. As you go on this journey of destiny, right? Which destiny is, to me, is like those signposts that your free will shows you and you choose, right? So no matter what, you need to know that there's something bigger out there. Okay, Sagittarius, I don't care what you call it. I don't care how you work with it. But denying it won't help you. You know what I'm saying? So when doors close, when things end, just really know that it's all part of the grand plan. Okay? Let's see. This also could have to do with marriage. Some of you may be moving away from a marriage or moving away from a very committed relationship that has been tumultuous on your heart, or moving away from struggling in relationships to accept that, you know what, maybe I can commit. Maybe it is part of my belief system to share myself with somebody. There is a shift with the Six of Swords in your headspace. There is a shift in how you identify with your own personal emotional body, because the Ace of Cups in your heart space is saying it's safe to believe in love again as a vibration, okay? It could, again, be romantic love. It could be friendship love, familial love. But there is a need to believe in the rejuvenation of love and the power of love when we allow it to run through our system. Okay, it's almost like you're allowing love to flow through your bloodstream. And as it starts to trickle into every fiber and cell and muscle and whatever in your body, you come into this understanding with the Hierophant here that you don't have to live by society's rules. And you also could live by what society in some regard deems as like normal while still being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you are your own boss. You make the rules of your life, Sagittarius. So you don't need to buck against the system or buck against society's standards just for the sake of it. Okay? You can take what works for you and leave the rest. All right? With the Six of Swords in your headspace, I think some of you are thinking about moving physically. Again, that's why I think this is kind of funny over here with the house stuff. For love, or for a creative project, or for a new contract that you feel is very much in alignment with your ability to create and fulfill your dreams, I feel dreams have a big part of this. Yeah, we have the world or universe. Okay, and the Three of Cups. So you may be wanting to move on to a new part of your life. Again, it could be physically move home, like move, a ways. Or you're just moving on to a part of your life where you're finally ready to be happy. And it's not that you weren't happy before, Sagittarius, but it's a new kind. It's one where life is worth celebrating every day. And again, it's not in a like, oh, I'm just partying because there's nothing better to do. It's like, I really love my life. Yeah, Ten of Crystals. I really am coming into my own, and I really can have whatever I want. And you may be getting contracts and offers. Again, offers of commitment. It could be any type. Or contracts, or realizing that, again, you can meet society at their standards point wherever you want. You don't have to, again, go against it just because, or not. Because when you believe in your strength, and you remember how resilient you are, the power of saying yes is just as powerful as the power of saying no. It's just how they're used, okay? I hope that makes sense. Spirit's advice for you is the Three of Pentacles with the rune healing. And we have the King of Swords here. So with healing on the Three of Pentacles, I do feel that a lot of you are learning to work with other people. And again, if things had happened in the past where you were like, I'm never doing business with anybody again, I'm going to do everything myself, whatever, like I was talking about in the very beginning, I feel like that's all getting healed. I think you're realizing that there is more to learn in life, and the learning never stops. But again, that doesn't, just because the learning never stops doesn't mean that the commitment ever stops either. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to put one on pause for the other. It can all be rolling, because with the King of Swords here is when you are very clear and communicate your thoughts with discernment and with I'm feeling almost like a fine-tooth comb. Like when when you're very, very clear and discerning about what you're saying, and you make it a priority to make your intentions known, it heals those dynamics that we work hard to build with others. Okay, because the Three of Pentacles is also about recognition. So in order to get recognized for all the work that you're doing and the commitments that you're making and letting love flow into your life, you also need to let people know where you stand. Okay, so it is important to say more. Yeah, Three of Wands. If you're looking to build a future with somebody, or that involves, again, like your dreams, it involves moving and it involves changing. Yeah, Ace of Cups again. All right, so if you want a future with somebody, or if you want to move forward on a creative project, or if you want love to be in your life going forward, and I have this King of Cups again, geez, potentially with a water sign, or an air sign, or someone that is air dominant, like Mercury ruled, or just someone that, previously has been kind of cold, or this could be two different people. Okay, it just depends. But anyways, say what you mean and mean what you say. Say what you feel, Sagittarius. Don't worry about it being misconstrued. Because if you craft, like I said, craft your words carefully, and just be mindful that, Spirit always has your back, and your emotions and beliefs can change. But you're no longer in a state of suffering. You realize that you don't have to disbelieve in love, even if things have gone left, okay? Most likely outcome is the Hanged Man with the King of Cups. And on the King of Cups, we have fertility. So the Hanged Man is saying, don't jump out the window with anything. Again, especially if this is a moving thing, like a physical movement thing, or moving into a new relationship, or moving on very quickly. Not that, I mean, with relationships it's a little different, but I wouldn't like go and get married tomorrow. But the King of Cups with fertility here is saying that there's either energy around emotional intelligence, okay? Like an abundance of it that is allowing you to kind of sit still for a minute and really absorb what is happening in life and look at it from an angle that you have never seen. This is like seeing things in a panoramic view, okay? So there's a lot of energy right now for you to feel your feelings without getting consumed by them. So don't worry about getting sucked into the void, if you will. But also, if this is an outside person, whether it be a water sign or someone who's very empathetic and acts as a counselor or a confidant for you or for other people, this energy feels very potent to me. Okay, yeah, ooh, Four of Wands. This energy feels very potent to me. So if you found somebody that feels like a King of Cups to you, that feels like, again, it could be a counselor, a confidant, someone that you trust, with the Four of Wands here, share with them that, again, don't rush into anything. Ooh, we got Six of Wands here. You don't need to rush into anything and make anything official or, say everything off the bat. But give them there's a lot of energy to really observe them and give them a second pass, and just kind of like, I just feel like it's like enjoying the now. You know what I mean? Because with the Four of Wands here and the Six of Wands is you may see this person like really being a huge part of your future, or if this is a creative energy, you may see it really paying off and really being something huge. But
Don't project too far into the future. Just let things be, okay? If this, especially if this is creative, or again, even if this is romantic in some capacity, don't rush. Just let things be. Enjoy it. Enjoy that energy. Allow that energy to really permeate you and permeate the space, okay? And as you learn to communicate more clearly with other people, especially people that you care about and want to do business with or want to build something into the future with, just take it one day at a time. Talk about things as they arise. Like, you don't have to talk about things like that are really deep in the future. Even if you see that with somebody or with a project or with a company, even if you see that, you don't have to speak on, okay, listen, I see that you could be my husband, or I see that you could be my wife, or that you could be the job of my career. You don't have to say all that, but you do have to express that you want to collaborate with them. You do have to express that you care about them in some capacity. So just one foot in front of the other, okay? By the way, the Strength card can be sexual energy as well. Yeah, so let's see what your affirmation says. I love myself exactly as I am. I no longer wait to be perfect in order to love myself. The greatest gift I can give myself is unconditional love. Exactly. So as you're learning to really extend that love to you and know that nothing has to be perfect, if you've been waiting, again, to launch something or to tell people about things or tell people about how you feel because you don't feel that your scenario is quite right, you'd be surprised. You know, you'd be surprised how people will receive you. So extend that compassion, right? There's a lot of energy around being compassionate going into May. Extend that compassion to yourself and watch how compassionate people become with you. Okay, Sagittarius, I love you all so much. I'll be back soon. Peace.